Hey, good morning. Can you hear me? I think you're muted. I can't hear you or your truck or nothing. Good morning. Uh-oh. You threw yourself out. Now what? Hmm.
That worked better.
There we go.
Oh, fuck that. Okay.
How are you this morning? Besides hungry?
I'm doing good. I did a 24-hour fast yesterday, and I didn't
Oh.
say nothing, so nobody'd fucking tease me and fucking talk about food for fucking 8 hours. Because every time I say, hey, I'm doing a 24-hour fast, Emmy is, or somebody's like, yeah, have you ever heard about fucking the way I cook this steak? Or I'm making freaking baked potatoes that are loaded with fucking sour cream and cheese and bacon and
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
so I said nothing.
That
It's
was
tradition.
that was a smart move on your part.
It's tradition, you know.
It was
People
a
got to
smart
fuck
move
with
on
each
your part.
other.
Well, there's a difference. I'm trying to say there's a difference between taking the piss out of somebody, right? Just ribbing them, whatever, and being deliberately cruel.
Well, I fucking take the piss out of people all the time, so you know I deserve it. But I didn't feel like taking it yesterday.
Right.
Hopefully, I'm not going to
Well,
drop the
too,
signal. I've
like
got
you
to
might
go.
touch
I got
somebody,
to
they
do.
might already be, yeah, suffering a low point of some sort, and and normally they would understand. You're just ribbing them. You're taking the piss. You're just giving them a hard time, whatever. There's normal guy shit, and normally it'd be no big deal, but that day, yeah, they ain't having it.
Right.
They're already 90% in their feelings. They only had the one good feeling left, and you just fucking shit on it.
Yeah. Huh? Do I look like a pumpkin?
That guy there? Oh, that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
Well, if you're wearing a complete orange outfit, I'd say you look like a prisoner.
Oh, okay.
Or a pumpkin, prisoner pumpkin, whatever. And I don't know if they do that. I don't know what they have the prisoners wear in jails or any of that anymore. Like the
I don't
TV
know
show
either.
Orange is the New Black. I don't. I know in men's prisons it's like you can wear like I think it's like blue or brown, and that's it. As
Well,
far as
that's
the
the
prison,
funny thing is back in the 80s when I was in the Navy,
yeah.
the only difference between a prison uniform and the Navy working blues was we
Mm-hmm.
got to put our names on ours and they had to put their numbers on theirs.
Prison is prison is a paramilitary organization and is very much based on military stuff.
Yeah.
Most most people don't really know don't grasp that or even know that
Yeah.
and and I think about that all the time, like and like how when I was in boot camp for the Marines, and the only thing was to get the heck out of there. Well, what was the quickest way to do it? Well, the quickest way to do it was to graduate, one and done, right?
Yep.
So that was my goal, and the I think I still may have somewhere the calendar, counting down the days, whatever it was, 93 days or 99
90.
days, however many days I was there.
Yeah.
Once I began my training, it's the 13-week countdown till when you get to leave. And
Yep. Yeah. I didn't think the Navy boot camp was that bad. I didn't like being there because we were all locked behind a wall and couldn't leave. But
there was a lot of things about Marine Corps boot camp that were just awful. I mean, I actually liked in boot camp. I actually liked going to the field somewhat because that meant because I went to San Diego.
yeah, I did
And
too.
our barrack, I mean, literally, I could look across, not even, I don't know, 400, maybe 500 yards to the fence, which bordered on San Diego International Airport. We had, all kinds of jets coming in all hours of day and night. It made it a rat bastard to sleep.
Well, I went to boot camp in Navy boot camp in San Diego.
Okay. Yeah, they're they probably share some land or something,
Well, I don't know when you were in, but when I was in, they were right next to each other. There was a fucking chain link fence between it.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably just, well, here's a Navy part and freaking, yeah, they put up a fence and there's a Marine Corps part.
Did you have to do the airplane push-ups?
What the hell is that?
That's what airplane goes over, you go down, airplane comes back, you go up, and you got to hold it until the next fucking airplane comes,
No. Although our drill instructors had a variation on that, but that was usually, it could have been used for, sometimes it was, well, a lot of times punishment and physical training were intermingled
Yeah.
in boot camp. So what they call they'd say they'd say like, okay, get in the pit or whatever, which could be anywhere from inside the barracks to just a patch of ground, whatever. And what they would say for that was like, okay, push-ups up, down, and then they would say like 6 inches, which meant you were to hold yourself 6 inches off the ground and
Right, right.
just hold it there as long as you could, or as long as they said you were supposed to. Which, I mean, I don't know. There was guys that got there. They were obviously heavily into fitness and stuff. There was guys that got there. They were scrawny. There was guys that got there. They were, super overweight. but the vast majority of them made it through.
Yeah.
Like I do recall one guy didn't make it. He got there, I don't know, looking like you do now. Let's just say that, right? As far as
Yeah.
body goes.
You mean a fat bastard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great big fat fucker. And heck, they even did well, like you remember Full Metal Jacket?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
My
Well,
friends
they
had me
did,
watch that before I fucking went to boot camp, even though I was going to the Navy.
yeah, what they did with us and how they did it for the guys that were in a situation like Private Pile where they were way overweight was so when you get there, like one of the first things they give you in your kit is like just a plain gray sweatshirt, right?
Yeah.
And then they give you a stencil, and you take some of your shoe polish and the stencil and you put your number of your platoon on your sweatshirt, right? Now, if you're going into physical conditioning platoon, which really wasn't, it was just you weren't necessarily in a separate platoon, although you could be if there was other issues. But then above and below that number, they would put like red lines. So you're literally redlined off of all your starches. No bread, no soda, no this, no like anything with starch or sugar in it. You no dessert, right?
Right.
So yeah, when keto and Atkins and all that came out, and like everybody's like, I've never heard of anything like this before in my life. I'm like, you must be kidding. It's not new and it does work.
Yeah.
Because I saw that guy go from whatever, you know, I don't know how big he was. Let's just say he was tall, but I mean he was way overweight. Let's say he was 350, you know. He walked out of there at like 200 maybe. He did not make it though. He ended up having a heart condition or something. They washed him out.
It's too bad.
Well, I don't know if Full Metal or not that one. I don't know if A Few Good Men had come out yet.
Yeah.
Or had come out. But that was actually the whole reason, if you watch that movie, the whole reason why they killed that guy basically was because he was like a senator's kid, and they didn't wash him out even though they should have, because he had a heart condition and he couldn't perform. So I think at that time, because it would have been so close to the time that movie came out, the Marines were extra sensitive about that kind of thing, and they're like, no, we can't risk another, we can't risk looking even worse in the eyes of the general public right now, particularly with all this scrutiny because of that movie.
But nobody really fucking thought that about the Marine Corps. They thought it was just a fucking movie. But I understand officers will be officers, and they're all sensitive kind of, people. And that was in
Officer,
the Clinton era, where they were all kinder and gentler.
My favorite officer had very little to do with me whatsoever in my job.
Yeah.
He was cool as heck. But like, we actually had a conversation just as a couple guys that happened to wear the same work uniform, But yeah, he had nothing or very little to do with my job. And I probably had more to do with his job than he had to do with mine, because I was in the radio. I mean, we helped everybody. And some of the guys were, some of the guys thought like we were, I don't know, whatever.
Fraternizing.
No, I mean, like some of the guys thought we had like a cushy job. It's like, you got to be kidding me. I'm on that damn thing 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Do you want, tell you what, go to that Humvee over there, pick up my pack with all my crap in it, and move it to that Humvee over there, and tell me I got a cushy. Because not only did I have all the same crap they had, plus I had a radio and a crypto box. That fucking pack was heavy.
And you're the second most shot at person on the fucking battlefield.
I think first most in Vietnam, because they knew the radio guy could call and help.
Well, they always, they always told us the first most was the fucking machine gunner. I wasn't in the infantry. I was air crew on a EA-6B. So I don't really fucking know. I never had to do all that hiking and camping and digging.
Were you on a ship or on the ground?
I was in a squadron, and then I was on a ship.
What ship did you go on?
The two ships I was on when we were in the squadron, we fucking were the whores. We went out with every fucking ship that would take us. I was on the, but primarily we were assigned to the Enterprise from the squadron. But we also went
that
on.
Was a large and pretty brand new carrier at the time. Right?
No. The Enterprise was old when I was there.
Oh, it was a different.
Yeah. I never got to be on a new one.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, but I mean, like when they came out with like the Reagan and stuff like that later on.
Oh, that's way after my time.
Yeah, that was, but I mean, they called it like the Enterprise class, and they were like the latest, greatest. They were freaking huge. Like, I don't know, I had like something like 5,000.
Well, I was on a Nimitz class carrier a couple of times. I was ship's company on the USS Carl Vinson, which was a Nimitz class carrier.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Nimitz class. I'm sorry.
Still is a Nimitz class carrier.
Yeah.
The Enterprise was
Midway,
one of a kind.
Was on the Midway 1, 2, at least twice, maybe 3 or 4 times. Yeah. Never very long. At least twice. And then I got probably a couple more sea service badges for what was the damn thing called? The LCAT. The smaller ships that carried your amphibious assault vehicles.
Right.
Those old ass fucking things. Oh my god. Those Amtraks, I hated those fucking things. They weren't so bad on land, but in the water, holy crap, I couldn't see how they'd actually work. Because they sit so low in the water, it's like, Christ, they could frickin' drop an artillery shell just kind of close to that thing and be swamped and go to the bottom instantly. You know? I'm like, I don't see how that would actually work in actual combat. I don't think it would. Not that well, anyway.
Well, thank God they've never had to do a fucking opposed landing in those things. But they tried a few years back to replace them, and they couldn't fucking get one to work either.
The closest thing they got that they had when I was in was called the LAV-25.
Yeah.
Which instead of tracks had 8 wheels and the 4 front steered. Like the 2 front turned normal, and then the second front turned like half. And then the last 2 were straight.
Was that
And
amphibious?
it had the 8 great big tires, and it had like 2 little propellers on the back, and it had like a bow plane that you could
Okay.
extend up. I don't know what the problem with that was. Maybe it didn't go fast enough. Maybe it weighed too much. Maybe it didn't have enough buoyancy. I don't know. They never really got that to work all that great either. It was, in many other ways, it was better than the Amtrak, though.
Yeah.
Um,
So you're trying to get something to do 2 things at once, and that's never successful in the fucking military.
yes, and it's a particular failing in the Marines because they try to we're going to give you one tool and it's going to have a wrench on this end and a hammer on that end and a this and a that and the third. It's like, well, that may be like barely adequate in a field situation, but back in the rear, it'll take you 10 times longer doing it that way as opposed to just having a full toolbox and workbench.
Yeah.
No, I got out actually when I went in. Bush was still in office.
No, Bush wasn't even thought of yet when I got out. I got out in '96.
No, not that Bush. The other one, his dad.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, we were in. Because I got in
I was out in '95. I was done, and then like whatever '97, my contract was done, and then I had nothing to do with them after that.
I got out. I mean, I got in '88 and got out in '96.
Yeah, I would have I could have right out of high school, but that wasn't really my plan. And I didn't really know what to do with myself right after high school. I just went and worked in a restaurant for a few months. And then I went to college, and then that wasn't working out because of a woman. Because of a woman, it wasn't working out. So a friend of mine was talking to the Marine recruiter. So I talked to him too, and I mean, yeah, it was a needed change because I was in a bad way. I was spiraling down bad with drinking. So going to boot camp, gave me that time to sober up, and I had a few new thoughts on the whole situation, such as it wasn't your fucking fault.
Yeah.
You were doing the best you could. You had no experience, no money, no nothing really. You were just winging it and doing the best you could with what you had. Some other guy comes along 5 years older with a nicer car and a job, an apartment. Of course, she jumped ship.
Yeah, it's hypergamy, man. We know about that.
Yeah. Well,
but we didn't know about it then.
Yeah, I mean, we knew about the phenomenon, but we didn't know what it was called. We didn't have the vocabulary for it.
But we didn't think it was like widespread. We thought, oh, it's just her. She's just that way, or something like that.
Yeah, right. We didn't realize it was.
It's fucking all of them.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, and like the men's movement, and the anthropologist explained it. Like, well, you see, if Og the caveman went out with the boys and he didn't get the saber cat tiger, the saber cat tiger got Og. Well, old Susie back at the camp. Well, of course she's going to hook up with somebody else because Og didn't come back. What do you expect her to just do nothing and die?
Yeah. Well, what it turns out to be is, if Og caught a rabbit and Ooga Ooga caught a fucking buffalo, she'd be fucking down with Ooga Ooga for even if Ooga Ooga had 3 other fucking chicks already.
Right.
That's the part they don't fucking explain. You know?
Right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to stay warm in the wintertime with just a rabbit pelt. But a piece of buffalo hide, that'll keep you warm. And you can have some extra for a kid and extra for a pillow and a nicer tent and the whole shebang, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if hog catches, fucking a rabbit a day. Fucking Ooga Ooga brings in a buffalo a week.
Right. Yeah, it's just how they are. You know?
Woo! Don't look over. Pay attention to the road. Stop looking at the fucking scenery, Bill. I mean, Brandon.
Hit the rumble strip. Was that what that was?
Oh yeah. Usually this thing gives me false alarms. But today it gave me a real one.
Looks like a pretty nice day for driving, just overcast. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's a little windy, but other than that, it's okay. Yeah.
It's probably a bigger deal with one of those things, huh? With all that trailer behind you.
Oh, fuck, man. The wind is the worst. It doesn't matter. It's worse than snow. It's worse than ice. It's worse than anything. It's the wind. Now, you combined wind and those other things, and then it gets really fucking hairy.
And it's a little hairy, yeah.
Yeah, on its own, it's the wind that's the bad part.
Yeah.
Sort of like the back end of rigs, it's the wind that's the problem.
Is that real, or is that just an online myth?
Having met the guy 3 times, it's real, I'll tell you. But, I also come armed with a mighty wind of my own.
I adapted the French castle scene from Monty Python to rigs. Go away, or I shall fart in your direction a second time.
Yeah. Good morning, Hemi. Hello, CJ. Sergeant Grinch, welcome one and all.
So anyway, I got another channel for y'all. He doesn't post, like, he's not up like he used to be. But me and another guy talked to him almost 3 hours last night. The name of the channel is Monk Music Don't Engage. And he's from the United Kingdom, Northern England.
Can you post that link?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I can. And I will. So, well, it's 9 a.m. The sun's up. I got to get my shit together and get a move on, even though it's Sunday. I kind of goofed off on Friday and Saturday, so I got to work today, really. Try to catch up a little bit.
Working. But,
well, it's at home. I'm not making any money, but I do have to do the things.
Yeah. It just is.
Yeah. It's just a fact of life. I mean, you got to do it unless you're just stupid rolling in money and can afford to live in a 5-star hotel and then have everybody cater for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Most of us have to do something every day, whatever it may be. And this is something I've really come to appreciate recently, is like, it's hard. I can see another reason why
even men who know better, really, but they keep going back into a relationship, getting married, whatever, even though they're getting burned in divorce courts. It's hard to do everything yourself. It's real hard.
Well, it is until you get used to it, and then it's just life.
Right?
You know, maybe the first year, or if you're not very well motivated, the first 5 years. But after that, it's just life. You
Oh,
don't need them. There's nothing that they do other
it's
than
not
provide a place to stick your cock.
it's not so much that, although that's nice. I mean, just like your yeah, you got to get yourself wired you got to wire your thinking and everything differently.
Yeah.
Where you know, like, okay, no, I can't, run all over town or whatever for my supplies for this job. No, I'm going to just go to Home Depot and I'm going to get everything there, and I'm going to do it in one trip.
Yeah.
No
No
as a matter of fact,
wasted
I'm going to
motion.
buy extra so they don't have to stop in the middle of the job and go back.
Right. No wasted motion.
And then when I'm done with the job, if I still have an extra box of anything, then I can take it back. But not until then, right?
Right. And you don't have to fucking come to any compromises. You know, I cook better than any of my wives. And once you get into the habit of cleaning as you go, my house, which is my truck, is cleaner than any of the houses I ever fucking lived in with my wives, especially my first wife. She was a fucking pig.
Mm-hmm.
You know, did I make my bed this morning? No, I didn't. But you could eat off the floor of this fucking truck because I fucking mopped it.
Right.
Yeah. Because yesterday when I was fucking picking up, I was in a yard that had gravel. And you'd bring in the fucking gravel dust on the bottom of your shoes. So I mopped the truck. Whoop-de fucking do. You know, you're just cleaning. It's life. It's no big deal.
Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off, and I'll pull that link for the channel I was talking about.
Cool.
And you guys can check him out. Because he's in the UK. I don't know. Last couple times he's gone live has been around 1:15 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Because he's about 5 hours ahead of me, and yeah, him and Traversable and Whiskey Stills and Tumbleweeds and a few others. I kind of came across them because we're all a similar age, like you and I, similar age. And well, I could understand what the younger guys were saying and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I see what you're saying and all that, but I'm in a different age bracket. I can do all those things, or even possibly do them even better than you, but I'm not going to get the same results. As a guy that's 53 is not going to get the same results as a guy that's 33. It just doesn't work that way.
It depends on what you're talking about.
Well, no, I mean, it was like going to the gym, working on your looks, working on your personality, working on all that kind of shit. It's like, yeah, I can do all those things. I still won't get the result you're going to get at 43 or 33 or 23. Not going to happen.
Well, I don't go to the gym, but when I work out so that I can fucking do my job and live my life without being exhausted by doing my job and living my life.
Right. Yeah, no.
I don't give a
I don't have a car right
what
now, so I walk a lot, right? So I get, my life has got a work a workout built in, just like going to the store and getting a gallon of milk. You know, that's an hour of my life.
Yeah.
Because I walk to the store and back. Okay. You know,
Okay.
it's just part of my life. Like you said. You know, just, oh, well, I try to be smart about it. You know, I'm not going to go in the middle of a freaking rainstorm where it's snowing to beat the band, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like, okay, we'll get dressed for the weather and throw on the coat and grab your backpack or duffel bag or whatever you're using to carry your crap home from the store in today. Well, sometimes I take a bicycle. Anyways, yep. So I've been saying I'm going to get off for 15 minutes now. I actually am now. Let somebody else come on and yammer with you for a while.
All right.
All right.
Later, JLM. Yeah, JLM. I can't even fuck talk
Just
today.
call me Jim.
Okay, Jim.
All right.
Bye.
Bye now.
Morning, Frost. Howdy.
What's going on, you hungry bastard?
Oh,
You didn't get no breakfast?
no, I did a 24-hour fast yesterday, and I haven't had a breakfast yet today either.
Oh,
I didn't tell anybody because, well, Hemi makes a point of fucking talking about food when I tell him shit like that because he's an asshole, but he's our asshole.
well,
Did
Yeah.
you know the first body structure to form in the womb is the rectum?
nearly killed him.
Yeah.
Well, they got to have a way to get that bad stuff out of you. Might as well start with the ass.
Yeah, so we're all assholes from the very beginning.
True. So what else is going on? Where are you heading today?
I'm just heading up the road to the Sapp Brothers in Harrisonburg, Missouri. I don't deliver till tomorrow.
You delivering in Missouri?
Yeah, I'm delivering in Missouri tomorrow, but I'm in Missouri now. I'm just driving straight north for about 2 hours, and I'm gonna treat myself to some fucking barbecue for lunch.
Well, you're going to go fast for 24 hours, and then you're going to ruin it with sugary barbecue.
Yes.
Okay.
Gonna go fast for 24 hours and then he'll be back to regular speed. Is that title today a typo? Did you hit Q instead of W? It will drive for BBW, I think it's supposed to read, not BBQ.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't meet your standards.
I thought you spelt it wrong.
No. BBQ is.
Oh, I read it as BBC.
Oh yeah, maybe it was BBC.
That could have been it too. That definitely could have been it too.
So where are you going to get the barbecue at?
They've got a barbecue joint right up there next to the Sapp Brothers. You can get some fucking ribs where the meat just falls the fuck off the bone, man. It's great.
You've been there before and streamed? Is that the one that had that big rainstorm and windstorm and freezing rain that froze your truck up?
No. That one's down in Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
That was a catfish restaurant.
Oh, that's right. You love you some catfish and some fried taters with mustard. Mm-hmm.
Well, I like catfish if it's not farm raised. If it's a fucking if it's just a fucking channel cat or something like that. Yeah. Them farm catfish, man. Fuck that. They taste like mud.
Yeah, they're muddy and their meat is mushy. They always seem like they're yeah, I agree with you there. If they're caught in cold water and moving water, they're not too bad. Of course, you put enough cornmeal on anything and dip it in some cocktail sauce or tartar sauce, you about eat a flip-flop.
Yeah.
Barbecue chonkla.
Chunka. Hey, Pickles is here.
So the unarmed Canuck is now officially part of the way of the road, huh?
This junk man.
I showed a buddy of mine that what are the piss jug scenes from Trailer Park Boys. He had never seen it, and they're throwing like piss jugs on other people's roofs of their trailers and stuff, trying to throw them, get them out of there. Why are you throwing your piss jugs around all the time? He's the way of the road, Bubbles. The way of the road.
Lots of good piss jug there, Ricky.
So you're actually going to get to your destination and then just have to sit there all night until deliver tomorrow?
Oh, I'm not even going to get to my destination. My destination is in North Kansas City, Missouri, which is an absolute fucking shithole. So I'm going to be about an hour south of there.
Okay.
And I'm going to get up and drive there in the morning and be waiting for him when the fucking gates open.
Get there before the rush. There were some decent neighborhoods in North KC, Mo. I had a buddy that lived there at one time, but that was back in the late 90s. And actually, the area he was in was pretty nice, but he said it's changed. It's gone way downhill.
Yeah. Like Independence, Missouri used to be fucking nice when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now? No fucking way.
Independence, Missouri was the first place I'd ever seen a whole apartment complex boarded up with plywood, and people were still living in it.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
There were couches in front of every door. And my buddy says, if you always stop behind somebody at a stoplight, stop far enough behind them that you can turn left or right and get out of there. And if somebody comes up and taps your rear end of your car and they get out, he says, you just take off. He says, because they're going to rob you. We even blew through some stoplights in that town coming back. I can't remember what we were doing, but it was late and the light was getting turned yellow, and he says, hold on, I ain't stopping. And I said, what? And he turned red, and we blew through that thing all the way. He says, I'll deal with the ticket. He says, I'm stopping in this neighborhood. And I'm like, oh, okay. Although the Independence, Missouri Hooters had the nicest girls working there because they were all the ones that couldn't make it in Johnson County. So they were the ones with big titties, but they got a little chunk to them too, you know. But they were actually nice. They'd come down and we'd be sitting there eating, and they just come sit down at the table because I looked at her and I said, "What's up?" She goes, "I'm just bored as shit. Can I sit here and talk to you guys?" Yeah, okay. It was a pretty
You really-
slow night.
He really wanted to say, "Are you going to finish all that?"
Yeah. She looked at me and says, "Are you going to eat that pickle?"
I'm gonna eat that pickle, but I got a pickle for you right here, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little salty. I hope you don't mind.
Just put it in a chokehold. It'll throw up and go to sleep in a few minutes. Well, I got to go try to get a Honda inverter generator running. Somebody, you know, the stupid idiots that brought it in, because it's not even our job to fix these, but apparently we're the island of misfit toys over here. So they come over, "Oh yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. It won't run." You open the fuel cap. Well, the fuel's 3 years old, but other than that, it's fine. You know, and they just look at you like, "What? Fucking dummies." Had to order a new car.
gas in it.
Yeah. Well, this had gas in it. It had turpentine in it.
Well,
So I
it
gotta
won't
put
run
in-
on turpentine.
And we had to go get. It won't start. Damn thing wouldn't run. So we had to order a new carburetor and all the gaskets. So I'm gonna try to get that stupid thing running. Of course, being over engineered, it has 86 bolts holding the fucker together. I've got it tore apart, and it looks like a transformer that got hit with a small nuclear bomb. There was shit laying everywhere. I'm like, oh wow. And wait for any other fires to go off and phone calls. The phone was ringing in the plant when I was walking out of there. So I don't know what they got going on over there, but there's only one other guy, an electrician, and me here today on Sundays.
Good morning, Bingus.
There's a Bingus among us.
There's a Bingus Amingus. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some coffee because I need some.
And pick yourself up a burrito so you don't shock your system when you eat your barbecue. Well, I gotta get to work. Hemi, keep the hungry bastard occupied.
He's in good hands.
Arr, yeah. I'm back. We lost the monkey boy. Did you scare him off, Hemi?
He had to go and get back to work.
He wanted to go play with a banana and swing from a tree. Don't let him fool you. If I ever get fired from trucking, I know where I'll go to work.
Well, where's that, Brandon?
Or do you see right in front of us the sign here?
Not really. What does it say?
It says washouts.
Unwashed washouts.
Yes. I couldn't believe it. I had a fairly attractive young lady flirting with me when I was getting my coffee.
I don't believe it either.
She wasn't, beauty queen by any means. But
How was she flirting? Was she batting the eyes at you and
no,
blowing kisses?
no, nothing like
No,
that.
wasn't that overt?
No,
Oh. She may have just been being nice.
that's true. I had somebody being nice with me. Usually they're like, you exist. How dare you be alive in my presence? And the reason I say flirting is because she initiated the talking. And she had stuff to say after.
Has he told you how much the coffee was? Is that the
No,
initiation?
she didn't work there.
Oh, okay.
I filled up my coffee cup. I'll tell you the story, Ellie. Since you're so full of shit, you have to fucking think. So here's the story. I filled up my coffee cup and I'm looking around. And she says, sorry, didn't know I was in your way. And I'm like, you're not in my way.
Is she Canadian?
Yeah. And I said, I'm just looking for the coffee cup. Or looking for the lid. She says, they're right over here.
Oh.
Right in front of where she was standing.
Oh.
I wait for her to get done with her thing. She's stirring her coffee because she put a bunch of fucking frou-frou shit in it. She likes frou-frou shit in her coffee. And she says to me while I'm waiting, everybody puts them in a different place. You never know where to look. I'm going to tell you that. And I grab a lid and she says, have a nice day. And I say, oh, okay, you have a nice day too. And I left. That was maybe she was just being nice. Maybe she was friendly. Maybe she was drunk. I don't fucking know. But it doesn't matter because I'm a monk.
Well, she led off with the sorry, so I think she's Canadian.
Must be. That's, if she was Canadian, she was just being polite because they beat that into you guys.
Mhm. Maybe you should put out an ad in the paper. Misconnections. Our eyes exchange glances over the coffee pot. You showed me where the lids were. I can't stop thinking of you.
How about we don't?
Okay.
I've given away 2 houses. I don't want to give away 3.
Don't want to give away my truck.
It's not even my truck. I wouldn't want to give away my homestead. But there'd probably be no woman that would want it. It doesn't have running water. And,
That's right. Not interested in that shit.
It has enough electricity out there that you can run the lights and charge your phone.
She'll just want the equity in it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Good morning, Ara.
Scooby-Doo!
What's going on?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Man, you missed it yesterday. I saw the mystery machine on the side of the road.
And you couldn't pull over and give me an assist?
Well, I figure you had Scooby snacks. You'd be okay. That's right, Raggy.
Well, somewhere, some old skeezer in a mask got away with it because we were
Yeah.
broke down
Yeah. You would have caught him too.
with our meddling ways.
I tried to sneak into my neighbor's house to steal some cheese, but they keep goats in a field around it, and they alerted them that I was coming. So I could have stole that cheese if it weren't for those meddling kids.
That was cute.
Say what?
That was cute. Meadowing kids. I like it. Hey, I saw you at Bob's house last night.
Yeah. What the fuck was up with Bob, man? Jesus Christ. I saw, yes, I saw Dak's post, and I went to go check out what was up with Bob, and he's just fucking passed out again.
Yeah, he passed out. You missed all the good stuff.
Yeah, I texted Dak, and he took those
Lord,
naps.
Lord Jesus. Alcohol's a hell of a drug.
We really have to figure out some way to reach people that are overly self-medicating like that.
Kind of like a fool's errand.
Yeah. He's gonna fucking kill himself.
Might be the plan.
Yeah.
So what's Scooby Doo up to today?
Currently, I am sipping. Lots of excitement around here this morning.
All I got, you were sipping, and then you broke out.
And I thought that was me driving through bad fucking signal. I didn't hear you
No.
either.
No, he self-censored himself, I think.
No, I didn't. I am sipping coffee,
Oh, okay, coffee.
and I am soaking my left foot in a bucket with some warm water and Epsom salts.
Uh-oh. You got an infection?
A few days ago, I ripped out an ingrown nail on my big toe, and it's healing. This helps accelerate the process.
Yes.
I also had a problem with my left leg this week. My knee was hurt. This morning when I went out for a walk, I was doing my stretches when I got back, and I heard this big pop, and now it feels much better.
Oh,
Oh, Brandon, you were talking about your 24-hour fast and how you plan to break it.
Yeah.
One of the nutrition guys that I semi keep up with, he recommends bone broth for breaking a fast,
yum.
Okay.
and also green tea.
Well, I'm going to use barbecue.
Hey, you do you, bro. But
Because all I had to eat yesterday, which was yesterday morning when I got up to drive at 7, was some fucking fiery red hot pork rinds. Yep. And by the time I get up to lunchtime, it'll have been 24 hours, and I'll be fucking good to go.
well, good on you, brother.
Yeah. I find that it's a lot easier to do when you spend like 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah. And I gather you're still on 1 meal a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't even eat really yesterday. So I had that bag of pork rinds, and that's it. The previous night, I had that Salisbury steak when I pulled in. Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes, and corn. Nice home cooked meal in a plastic fucking box.
The other day, I got to one of my stops to empty the safe and pick up check deposits. It was a Chick-fil-A restaurant. And I got back to the little manager's office where the safe is, and there was a whole bunch of employees back there, and they were having a party. And I just kind of squeezed through and start doing my thing. And the manager says, "You want a plate?" I'm like, "What are we having?" He said, "Chicken spaghetti." I said, "Oh, hell yeah. Hook me up."
Chicken spaghetti.
Yeah,
Never had it.
it's pretty good. I've never attempted to cook it myself, but it wouldn't be too hard, I don't think.
Probably not. It's just like pulled chicken and spaghetti sauce, right? Over spaghetti
Cheesy,
noodles.
cheesy Alfredo sauce.
Oh, cheesy Alfredo.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah. How we do it.
I've got two plans for today. One is I'm going to call my little brother up and tell him I'm going to be in Harrisonville. Maybe he can come pick me up and take me to go see my mom in her convalescence after getting her knee replaced. Or two, I'm going to take an Uber over to the Harrisonville Humane Society and see about finding a dog.
Woohoo! Awesome.
So all just
That's
depends on
great.
which way little bro, if he's got time to come get me or not. Because I understand
Well,
it's his Sunday and he didn't even know I was coming, so if he can't make it, that's fine. And
you're
it's
the
not
elder
it's
brother. He's compelled to do your bidding.
yeah, right. I don't treat my elder brother that way. I wouldn't expect my younger brother to treat me that way. So,
Yeah, I was just teasing.
Is it me or is Arno taking a bath?
he's taking a bath.
RO is preparing. RO is preparing a second cup of coffee, sir.
You swim? You swimming?
You got to rinse out the filter before you put in
Oh,
more
oh,
grounds.
oh, I see, I see.
At least that's how I do it. I don't know what you do.
Emmy has paper filters.
Mm-hmm.
He recycles them into fucking
Doobie wraps.
the rolling papers for his fucking
Yeah.
doobies. Coffee
Yeah,
flavored cannabis.
you betcha. My two favorite plants.
One has a bean, the other has a bud.
Yep.
Well, I'm not climbing up that ladder till I got at least one or two coffees in me.
What's at the top of the ladder waiting for you?
I'm changing out two windows today. Two new windows in my mom's house.
Huh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So I got them all stripped out on the inside and what now, and now I have to go up and cut the caulking all around them on the outside. Pop them out.
You should rename yourself Lorena Bobbitt. Because you're going to be cutting cock.
And if he wants to throw it out the window, they're right there.
Right?
Are the replacements double pane insulated?
Yes.
Nice.
You know, it's ironic. Um, these windows, it's the only caulk. It's the only caulk that gets harder with age.
But does it improve its performance?
Actually, the performance degrades with age, but the hardness goes through the roof. So that's an oddity. And Brandon just pull over for a piss.
No. I pulled over to rename you.
All right, Lorena Bobbitt. I'm gonna cut that cock.
I'm not in a rush because I don't deliver till tomorrow. So
And we're gonna replace the hard brown cock with soft, supple white cock instead.
oh my.
but first coffee.
But your new cock should keep the moisture out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That'll be nice. I think these are the last two windows my mom has to replace in the whole house. They've all been piece by piece. We've been doing them all. The house is 29 years old. 40, what? 40 years old. Wow, okay. Wow. And it's time for new windows. These are builder fucking spec that are in here. They're not that great. Wood frames have all started to need painting like every year. So fuck that. We'll put nice
yeah.
vinyl
You had
windows in.
two-part epoxy, $300 a gallon. It'd be better.
Yeah. We'll coat them with some anti-fouling. Paint them in Clairol number 93. You have to. Well, the kids are off to the park.
Eat home-cooked meals and go play outside.
There
That's
you go.
the way it should be.
Yeah. We try. Yeah, I brought the two littlest ones down with me last night. Oh, come on, you can go see Grandma and Grandpa for the day. They're excited. They're excited to get out of the house and change of scenery.
Yeah.
You know, a day of not getting yelled at. Good day.
Who's doing the yelling?
Their mother. They're so angry.
About what?
Oh, anything and everything. You know.
Life.
Grinch says silicone cock looks better outside. Or no, that wasn't Grinch. It's
Yeah. Grinch is an expert on cock.
the JLM said that silicone cock works best outside. In this cold weather, mine shrink.
Well, you always get a little shrinkage on your cock in cold weather. Did you know that the average human erect penis has more blood than the entire body of a rabbit?
Then a rabbit? A rabbit?
Yes.
Fun fact for the day.
I spent my night fucking reading useless fucking weird facts. So I'm full of fucking all kinds of them today, man. And here comes the master of fucking cock himself. Welcome to the stream, Grinch.
Good morning, Brandon. Greetings, Lorena. RO.
Good morning.
I just had a question for Lorena Bobbitt for $50, Alex. Does he take his teeth out when he's scraping cock?
Oh my. That's what separates the professionals from the amateurs.
Oh, you leave them in. Okay, sorry. Sorry, eh?
Sweet. Look at that. Fucking blown Chevelle.
Hmm.
Who blew it?
It was one of them Dragomer strip cars.
Go fast cars.
Go fast car. Old school.
Anything good at the driver's lounge last evening, Brandon?
No. Had a guy in there that he didn't talk. He's fucking covered in sores. And he brought in his blanket. He's watching fucking Bones. And he fucking has control of the fucking TV remote. So he was grumpy, fucking disgusting, and I didn't want to deal with it. So I spent the evening in the truck reading.
Yikes.
To tell you the truth, he looked like a fucking tweaker, but he was, I don't know, maybe 45 or so.
Wow.
I didn't feel like spending the evening with a grumpy bastard that wouldn't talk and wanted to watch shows that I fucking would never watch. I wanted to fucking see the football. I wanted to fucking see the recap of the college games.
Yep.
I just fucking watched them on YouTube on my phone instead.
Well, you probably did the best thing by staying away from him. Who knows what he had?
Yeah.
I need the floor set.
Ooh, it's a Ford Maverick.
That's
Like
not a Maverick.
It looks like a useless fucking vehicle.
It's a
bed
car
too
with a bed.
Yeah, it's a bed too small to put anything in. Except your luggage and your groceries.
The hybrid model gets almost 50 miles to the gallon in the city, though. I can understand why city dwellers would want that.
If a truck can't carry a fucking sheet of plywood, it's not a real truck.
Is that tailgate up or down?
Tailgate up.
Because there aren't too many 8-foot beds anymore.
Not too many real trucks anymore, then, you're saying.
Yeah, most full-size pickups are, crew cabs with 5.5 or 6-foot beds.
Yeah, they're cars.
They're still body on frame.
They're cars. Trucks are meant for working.
My mid-size Frontier, I can fit with the tailgate down, I can get a plywood or whatever.
My minivan will hold a 4x8 sheet. It's more of a truck than yours.
Yeah.
The cockologist opened his mouth. Isn't that nice?
Hey, you better speak Lorena with some respect, because there's consequences for pissing him off.
Yeah, I didn't look at it that way. Yeah. Yeah, on my F-150, I only got I think it's a 6-foot bed. Because I have the crew cab. I wanted to be able to fit all 4 of us in the cab comfortably.
Like a car.
Yeah, like a car. Now, if you go up in to a 250 or a 350, you can get them with the 8-foot bed. I don't know if I need a 3/4 or a 1-ton truck, though.
You don't. From what you do and what you want to do with it, you probably could have got away with like a Durango. Or, you know, some type of SUV with a fucking tow package.
Well, I already have that on the Pathfinder. Yeah, the Pathfinder will tow 5,000 pounds. It won't do that.
So why'd you get your truck then?
I like having a truck.
But it's not a truck.
Since I'm not going to be buying a sports car, you might as well have a truck. You can do a lot of stuff with a truck.
When are you going to get a truck?
Ah, ha, ha. Nice. Nice.
My name is Chris. I have multiple vehicles. New.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have multiple vehicles.
There's nothing wrong with having multiple vehicles.
It makes it easier when two people have to be in two different locations at the same time. So between the three of us, we got one SUV and two mid-size pickups in the full-size pickup. Pappy has a Colorado.
But he doesn't drive.
Well, he does, just not often.
Should he be driving?
Locally, yes. Anything beyond maybe a half hour or an hour, no. You know, the doctor has been monitoring it.
Hey, good morning, Megatron. Hello, Zechariah.
I'll be right back.
Thanks for the warning. There's another fucking funny car going by. Old school funny car. Must be a race. South of here. I didn't know they had fucking races and shit on Sunday. I guess they do.
Chloe's eating her breakfast. Good girl.
I can't remember if I said it or not, but good morning, CJ. Boy, she's a loud eater.
She's drinking water.
She's a loud drinker.
She's only a foot away from you.
Sound like you got the peanut butter out.
Yep.
Chloe doesn't like peanut butter. That's strange. So, you done eating, puppy? Finish eating.
When dogs drink water, their tongue curls downward, and they grab a little scoop of water with a downward curl, and they hoist it up to their mouth and gulp it.
Yep. You ever seen that slow motion camera of the dog drinking?
I have not.
There's all kinds of cool slow motion animal fucking videos out there. Watching a bat
Oh,
fly
yeah.
is really cool too. Bats' wings are covered by thousands of tiny hairs that they use to fucking shape their wing to exactly the right shape for whatever way they want to fly. They have a completely fucking active wing warping system. They're the most efficient flyer out there for slow speeds. Even more efficient than like a bumblebee or a hummingbird.
Hmm.
Have you guys ever heard the myth that a bumblebee is not supposed to be able to fly?
I have heard that.
That myth was started by two drunk French scientists. One was an entomologist and the other one was an aeronautical engineer. They got fucking wasted one night and they analyzed the fucking flight properties of a bumblebee. And they did it using a static analysis. Turns out bumblebees are not static, they're flexible. Their bodies change shape as their fucking wings beat. And if you apply a dynamic analysis to it, they fly just fine. But it was such a good myth because it was such a good fucking booze that people have kept it up for a long time.
Didn't you pass a truck the other day that was actually hauling bees?
Yes.
How does that work?
Well, you put all the hives on the truck.
And you say, hop in, bees.
Put a big, yeah, and you
I
put
guess they're going to.
a net over it, and away you go.
They're going to
Oh, a
follow
net.
their queen.
Okay.
Bees are simps.
See, they plug up the hives, but not every bee can get or is in the hive when they plug it up. Beekeepers are sort of dickheads about that. If any problem happens, they plug the hive, and the guys outside, they're just going to die. But they will hang on to that fucking hive. Doesn't matter where they go or how fast they go. There's going to be some of the bees that were outside that make it to the next destination. They hang on to the fucking net. The net isn't to keep the bees out. It's so that the bees that are outside can hang around. And if they think that they're not fucking cut off from their hive, they won't sting people. I've parked next to a bee truck once, and the bees are not fucking coming after you. They're more interested in getting back to their queen.
Sim-
You could say they were well beehived.
Simpy bees.
Yeah. They're
Bees
not
are
really
socialists.
they're not really simpy because they're drones. They have no sex at all. The male bees mate and die.
Well, they're off the hook for larvae support.
Yeah.
Right?
So if you're a male bee and you're still alive and there's like 10 million fucking other little bees, she's trying to hit you for child support, you know it's not yours.
Right? Queen's a
That's
whore.
what it's a whore. And bitch, if those were my bees, I'd be dead. Yeah, but your name's on the birth certificate. Go, Maury Povich.
And at the end of the queen's life cycle, how is her successor chosen?
They don't have fucking. When she dies, that hive dies. Now another queen might move into the hive, but in uh, in real life, what they do is the queen bees that are ready to go get mated, they fly out, and the males go and find them and follow them, and they start a new hive.
All this bee speak. I didn't know Brandon was so bespoke.
Oh my goodness gracious! Did you
Oh
hear
my
the?
goodness.
Oh my goodness! Well, it's because I'm friends with Mouth Agape. He's an apiary.
Oh, that was clever. Bravo, bravo. You've had 2 cups of coffee today, haven't you?
No, I'm still working on my first.
Holy shit. God help us.
Hey, whatever happened to Storytime?
Ah, it didn't get a lot of views. And
He
it took a
refuses to
lot of
dress in drag, so nobody wants to listen.
yeah.
That's funny because I really enjoyed it.
It took a lot of work to get everybody to show up and everything. And I just haven't bothered with it.
I understand.
Is there going to be a Jingle Balls compilation this Christmas?
Oh, maybe. Make cowbells, hamster smells. Hammer can't find any eggs. And hopefully I won't be singing it after I've had the flu for a fucking week, too.
Yeah. I'm getting over some kind of cold right now.
I wish Frank would get better from his AIDS. I miss him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do. You think you miss them? Put yourself in Riggs's shoes.
Yeah. I'd have to fucking, like, disinfect my feet afterwards, though.
Hit
I wouldn't
that
be
spray
so...
they use at the bowling alley.
Oh, no, man. This would be fucking... You put down a fucking couple of bowls of fucking turpentine.
Boil them. All this work and no pot makes Hemi a cranky boy. So
Have some pot.
we're going to have some pot and then carry on.
Smoke it up and play with pot.
Smoke that blunt my wayward son.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. What's that? Lower ball? Oh, control arm bushing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I see. That's a really fucking moving, eh? Okay. Back one, too? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Control arm bushings. And grab a set. Do they come for both sides or just one side? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. They won't align it like that. Holy shit. I thought the wiggle I was feeling in the wheel was just the tires getting bald. Because, you know, when you get bald tires, they want to wander a bit. And no, that's definitely. Shit. Just the front control arm bushing, right? And the tie rod, I guess you can't see it's at the back, eh? It feels tight. Yeah, it's just, okay. Well, like I said, I can start driving the blue one for a bit. If we got to pull this off for a few days to work on it, I'll take her in. Okay. So putting on the winter tires and we see the van needs new control arm bushings. Man, it's always something. Always something. Oh, excuse me.
Very nice. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. cool out today, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got down to 38 here in Joplin last night.
Really?
At least according to the truck, I had to turn on the fucking bunk heater.
Wow.
I didn't break out the sleeping bag yet, though. So
Yeah, 45 degrees here today. I won't be sweating, that's for sure. I prefer it cooler because you can always put on more layers and keep warm. But it's the hands that get me though, because there's nothing you can do with your hands.
well, I find that you know, if you use the hamster method and put a lot of Jergens on them, they'll be okay.
Jerkins. Have we seen the hamster today?
Not today.
No?
Maybe
But
he had a
he's-
lady friend stay the night.
I doubt it. But
Yeah.
he was telling us that his arm is almost healed.
Can flap again.
He was pissed because he had to clean up his apartment. He had to clean while he was in pain.
I could see hamster having a house cleaner.
Yeah.
That's my
French
plan a few
maid.
years from now.
You think the amount you spent on your divorce, you could have hired a personal chef, a house cleaner, fucking, you could have paid someone to do your laundry, and still have money in the
A
bank.
masseuse.
Or masseuse, yeah, sure.
And,
You could
and a
you could
prostitute.
sub out every job and still be ahead of the game.
Oh yeah. I sure wish I had that fucking house in Waco. Fuck. In 2009, I paid $750 for it. Just think of what it would fucking be worth today. That'd be like $1.5 million now.
Was that the one next to the Branch Davidians?
Wow.
Yeah, they had great barbecue.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Branch Davidians are having a cookout. Let's go.
Yeah, unfortunately, it only happened once, or else I'd have had s'mores.
Is that like halal meat? Because they all were blessed.
Yeah, must have been.
That party really tanked.
Hello.
I have a feeling though that eating people is haram.
Gives you throat cancer.
Yeah.
Michael Douglas disease. You don't want that.
No. But I gotta give it to Cher when fucking Val Kilmer's wife fucking left him in the middle of when he had cancer. Fucking Cher took him in and fucking took care of him.
I never heard that.
Surrogate grandmother.
Is it? Are you leading up for a joke, or is this?
No, it's real.
Oh, okay.
Because Val Kilmer fucking hooked up with that fucking redheaded chick that he met on the movie Willow, and they were married for a long time. And then he got cancer, and she fucking bailed.
As they do.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, sickness and health, rich or poor.
No. I thought you meant like the common cold, not cancer.
You've changed.
You've changed.
Wow.
You've changed.
When shit like that happens, you find out who your real friends are. That's for sure.
Yep. Someone's vacuuming.
Yeah. Good for them. It's not me. I'm driving.
Vroom vroom.
Oh, I got the hiccups. Brandon,
You got the hiccups.
Can you show your video for a minute and scare me?
Nobody else look. It'll be too much for you. Ah!
Yeah,
Ah!
I don't want breakfast anymore.
That's
There
all
you
right.
got
Well, you'll eat it.
you dressed like a pumpkin for Halloween.
Hey,
It was
Hemi, what
cold.
do people in West Virginia do for Halloween?
Their sister?
They pumpkin.
That's not a Bronco. Ah, guys, I tell you, one of the reasons I did my fast yesterday is because I was gonna cook. I finally went to Walmart, and I was gonna do my end of my fast today, anyways. But I was gonna cook up in my fucking crock pot. So I took my crock pot in to fucking wash it out. I dropped it.
Uh-oh. Shattered?
I shattered. I got to get a new crock pot.
Well, link me to your GoFundMe crock pot. I'll kick in $5.
I don't think I need any help buying a crock pot. Now, if you want to help me fucking buy a concrete fucking floor for my shop, that'd be a different story.
Yeah, I'll kick in $5 for that. That'll get you a square centimeter.
Well, to get the steel building and concrete work done for the shop, my goal is to raise 125K.
Wow.
Because it's got to be, and that's only because I modified it so it'd be large enough to park a fucking truck in there. But I've been talking to a couple of guys who've had these like washout buildings, and they some of them have newer buildings, and that's about what it's running to build a new fucking steel building with a little workshop off to the side, some storage area above the workshop, and a big enough that's not a Bronco either, and a big enough fucking bay that you can drive a truck in.
A lot of foundation work.
A lot of foundation work, because I'm also going to have a fucking pit underneath so I can change my own oil and stuff.
Oh, wow. That's
That's why,
convenient.
that's why a fucking steel building with with a slab floor is 125K. It's not just because it's, you know. I could reduce the price by about half if I only had it big enough to fucking park the or to park mark the cab in. Ah, sweet. I don't even know what kind of car that is, but it's an old one. It's all roundy. Or as Hemi would like to say, aerodynamic. But it's from like the just before World War II era. And here we are to Harrisonville, Missouri. All right, Kurtzwell's. Here I come. Kurtzwell's Barbecue is the place I'm going. They're fucking fantastic. If anybody ever comes to Harrisonville, Missouri, please stop in at Kurtzwell's Barbecue. Pardon me.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Did Hemi leave us to go play with his cock?
He must have.
I see you are sporting the fluorescent orange seatbelt for better camera visibility.
Yeah. Well, I've got my seatbelt on. See?
Yeah.
I'm driving through a construction zone right now on the exit ramp to get to the Sapp Brothers. right, pull-through parking. Yay, I love pull-through parking. I'll just park right next to the CR England truck. Hi there. How you doing? Hope you're having a great
How
day.
they treat you over there?
Dudes, I got fucking. Oh, let me get out. I gotta look at my fucking calculator again. Hang on a second. Be right back. $3,213 miles last week. I beat fucking my best week at CR England by fucking 1,000 miles.
That's awesome.
Actually, 3,100 miles. I beat it by 3,100 miles.
Money, money, money.
Fucking yeah. Ah, fuck yeah. My next paycheck's gonna be fucking fat. Fat. I'm telling you, fat.
Is it halftime?
No. I'm doing a short run today. Whew. Dodged a bullet. Swift truck wants to park somewhere else. But I don't have to fucking quit yet because barbecue place doesn't open till 11 and it's only 10 o'clock. God, talk about your lazy ass. Fucking Swifty. You can see you can't see. All right, you can see this is a big fucking wide open parking lot, right? So there's plenty of room to maneuvers. That's why people like coming here. But then you've got dickheads like fucking Swifty Swift over there. You see him? They just parked in the middle. Dickhead. And there's lots of fucking parking. Lots of parking. But if you're too fucking lazy or you're too fucking much of a bad driver to trust yourself to back, there's a fucking pull-through parking spot right next to me. There was two of them sitting here right together. So he could have done a fucking pull-through if he's so fucking lazy. But no, he has to fucking park near the restaurant. Yeah, I'm fucking get my coffee and get myself some scrambled eggs. Yeah, see? See? Yeah.
Shorter walk, see?
Yeah.
JR said the llamas noticed the bright colors.
Yeah. Gives them a better target to spit at. But I love llamas, man. When I get a place, I'm gonna have a fucking llama and a donkey to fucking guard the goats. Apparently, llamas are kind of badass. They will not fucking let anybody, if they like bond with like a goat herd or a sheep herd or something like that, and somebody tries and goes to fuck with them, the llamas will attack.
Nice.
Just like a fucking donkey will.
You can name the donkey, fuck around, and the llama find out.
Right. That's good names, man. I like that. Have you guys ever seen llamas with hats? It's a cartoon.
No.
You should Google
No.
it. It's fuck. I mean, not Google. You should YouTube search it. It's fucking hilarious. It's about these two llamas, and one of them is sort of a psychopath, and his name is Carl, and the other one's sort of a bitch, and he's always like, Carl, why did you kill all the babies and make their skin into a meat dragon?
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, they have all sorts of adventures where Carl gets up to no good, and the other llama, who's never named, bitches about it. But they're both wearing hats. It's called the cartoon's called Llamas with Hats. Carl. So I was either going to name it Tina if it's a female llama, or Carl if it's a male llama. And the Tina is the llama that was in Napoleon Dynamite.
Tina, eat your food.
Yeah. He's out there fucking feeding her casserole.
Gosh.
CJ said call it Dolly Llama.
That's another good name. Another good name. Oh my God, there's another Swift. Jesus, it's a dangerous place, man. All these Swift drivers. Let's see where this fucker parks.
Next to the other truck.
Nope, he's keeping on rolling. He just filled up and is leaving. Okay. Whew. You guys know what you get when there's a Swift truck leaves the parking lot?
3 empty
Two extra
parking
spaces.
Yeah, 2 extra spaces. You heard the joke before, okay. Good morning, fucking Rusty.
What's going on in here?
Hey, Rusty.
Rusty, hop on. Because I ain't going to be waiting very long. I'm going to be signing off here pretty soon. I want to say hello to you. What's up, Char?
So you're an hour outside your destination, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I get to drive across the absolute worst part of fucking Kansas City to get there. But it'll be early in the morning, so they'll all be asleep. They keep outlaw hours.
Come on. Get inside. Come on. Okay.
Okay. Well, Rusty, you were invited and you declined the offer. So, ooh, fried chicken.
Enjoy your meal, sir.
Well, JR's having fried chicken. I'm gonna do barbecue. I think I'll go in and take a shower. Do some
Alrighty.
BBQ.
I'll see you soon, sir.
All right. And remember, no marriage, no cohabitation, and no new kids. Peace out, brothers, and I'll catch you on the road when I pick up my new load tomorrow. And we can play another fine game of what's in Brandon's rear. Rusty, I'm sorry to hear you're having a bad morning. Y'all be good. Peace out. Hey, Rusty, I'm going to give you a call.